Yeah, it's a fun one. A bird noise? Your weasel has transformed.
Yeah. I forgot Rudy at work. I think the combination, like blue and.
What's the name of the rat?
His name's Jules.
I feel like when you name an animal something that's like the name of the animal would be like, hey, I'm humanly, like I'm person Earl. Timmy. Radford. So my name would be Timothy Human Being would be like my last name. That's a very good point. Touche. All right, let's get into it. Go edit, Nico. We need the Friday. It is currently 2:26. After 2. Yeah. Are you? You're in the TV studio.
Okay, that works.
It would actually be a week after Halloween, but yeah. Nah. Separate from Grant's film. This will be for Nico's dialogue list piece, I'm assuming. So you're welcome to help if you'd like. No, it'll just be after, once we finish Grant's work. Because we're starting at 10. It's a 4-hour film. Do you all know what Friday is? No, it's not. Did you not read the updates? Nursing? That is Saturday's film, is at the nursing. Would you like to know what Friday is? As soon as everyone stops talking, I would explain. Okay, this Friday in the Fridays class, everything was moved. Sleep paralysis is next Friday. Grant has a shot list for you. So Saturday is, what's the name of that one? Nude lady film? Under the Skin movie is happening on Saturday in the nursing area if you want to be a part of. But for Friday's class, we are doing the 4-hour film. And what is that? Is you show up, the whole class will write and film a film in 4 hours. Yeah?
So I'm not showing up to Grant's house at 10.
You are showing up here in the TV studio at 10.
So it'd be wrong to do that.
If you show up to Grant's house, his wife will say, go to school. And I will tell you right now, if you want to direct the 4-hour film, someone who's taken the class multiple times and haven't had a directing opportunity, would be a great thing to show up and say, I would like to be the director. I'm looking at everyone who's taken the class a couple times. They'll have the first preference, but basically we've done this in the past. We'll say, does anyone have an idea? Hey, what can we do in 4 hours? And it's a fun one. So Grant will pick someone who is willing to direct. We'll need people to act. We're going to do the whole gambit of things. So, sacrifice? 10 on Friday here at the TV studio. Yes. One film in 4 hours is quite ambitious, Phil. You don't what? You all collaborate together. So what usually happens is we go into groups where it's like, hey, we're gonna get I want to be camera, the cameras will come together. I want to be the directing team comes together. We want to write it. Okay, we'll write it together. We want to be the actors. And then we run around campus and think about what can we do here on campus and film. One time we did like a spy thing in the library. By the way, we're not going to film in the library, but we can use the student center or anywhere else. The gym, that's always a fun one too. So the theater, those will be good opportunities. Okay. That will be Friday, everybody. Friday. Gotta get down on Friday. Fun. Okay, I recorded. Cool. Okay, let's take a look at some of the works in progress. Santi finished. So for those at home, ooh, we got 4 people at home. Daniel's at home? Damn, Daniel. All right, let me share the screen and the sound. All right, and then let's do our downloads. Version 3.
Hi there, my name's Mo Morris, and I am the documentary filmmaker for From Here, From There, De Aquí, De Allá, and we're just so pleased to have been able to share this film with Gavilan College today. We were invited by the Dreamers Resource Center, and a number of students were able to see the documentary as well as a class of ethnic studies students.
Look at Nico eat.
The role that I played was as documentary producer, director. So this film started 5 years ago.
Let's go back and look. Okay, let's all just focus. Everyone, sorry, we're gonna pause right now and focus on Nico.
The documentary as well
look,
as
look. Okay, look. Oh, he's about to drink the water.
The role that I played was as documentary producer, director. So this film started 5 years ago, or actually more now in the making, right before DACA was rescinded by the first Trump administration.
Was like, hey, why don't you put your glasses
I started following Luis Cortez Romero, who becomes the protagonist in the story, because I learned that he was representing DACA plaintiffs to challenge the U.S. government and take the case to the Supreme Court.
My name is Luis Cortez Romero, and I work as a human rights lawyer for immigrants and refugees. So the film's called From Here, From There, De Aquí, De Allá, and it's a documentary that follows, I think, a few things. One, it follows me and our fight to try to save DACA from the Trump administration when they tried to end it the first time around. It talks about my upbringing and going in through what it took to get into law school after going to community college. My dad was deported when I was younger, and so kind of battling through that. And kind of facing the two identities, what it's like to be born in Mexico, but growing up in a U.S. culture, and how to go with both of them, and how to be resilient in really kind of difficult times.
I followed that story, and in the process followed Luis, and the story became about much more than this landmark Supreme Court case. It became really about identity and belonging and community, and just really learning about the immigrant experience through the eyes of somebody who had grown up in this country undocumented and eventually got DACA and has gone on to do really great things with it. I'm really proud and pleased to share the film on campus here. I loved meeting the students. There was so much interest in the film, and I think that this is why we made the film, is to have an impact in higher education communities, because these students are facing challenges, there's no doubt about it, and to be able to resonate and to be part of a community that sees them and see some hope, see some way through it, that somebody like them may have been able to accomplish so much. So I hope it's an uplifting and engaging and educational experience.
All right, look better than the last one, right? Yeah, great, good job, Santi. Still a little golden, yeah. But I think we're gonna move on and post it and say, next time we'll learn from it. Sometimes we learn and put it out and we can get excuses that we're students, right? But sometime like arts, I told Phil this the other day, art's never finished, it's merely abandoned. And sometimes with news, you have to pump stuff out so that the Halloween thing is still not up on the website or whatever. Okay. So then in this process, I am actually gonna open up my Premiere. I'm gonna ruin all of this. Great, offline all that. We'll just say whatever. I'm gonna close that project. Yes. All right, let's do new project. Let's call it Ftve. CC, cool. All right. So while we're here, let's, of course, we're gonna go and bring our project into here, which Santi named Latino Filmmaker 3. I think Santi's on his way to Disneyland right now, or else he'd be here. Or yeah, where are you, Santi? Oh, look, Daniel says hi, everybody. What are you doing, Daniel?
I'm doing
What'd you think?
good.
Oh, hey, yeah, thank you for talking. I always like it when people talk. Wait, did you turn on your camera though? I don't think I've ever one time had a student turn on their camera on Zoom, so, which I don't blame you. All right. All right, Daniel, please shush. Okay, let's go ahead. We're gonna go file new sequence. Now, what I want to show you today is closed captioning. Okay, so I am going to change my sequence settings to match our sequence here. Okay, great. It is pretty orangey. So if I was Santi, maybe I would, go in my color and, hey, look, that looks a little better, right? Just a little better. But then I made everything in it bluer. So I'm not going to do that. Okay. It's just more critiquing. All right, I'm going to get rid of Daniel's little comment so I can see better. No offense, Daniel. Feel free to comment, but okay. While we're here, let's talk about fonts and graphics, right? So in our Premiere, Command T is going to get me a text layer. Okay, so then I have a text layer right here. Okay, I'll do that. Thank you, Daniel. Okay, so I'm going to click on my text layer here, and then I can click on properties, and then properties, this window allows me to edit the effects. First of all, I can type. So if I'm going to do closed captioning, what's closed captioning? Subtitles, or it's basically a transcript of your video that then is there for people who might be hearing impaired, or you might want to turn on your subtitles so you can like read because it's too loud or whatever. We have subtitles on all our Ftve pieces in the Student Center right now. How many of you seen the TV with the Student Center stuff, with our Ftves up there now? No?
Oh my God, that's dude, you gotta see it.
All right. I know this is not good for me, but okay. Oh no, I don't want to download it from Mac. That's stupid. All right, where in the Discord exactly? Oh, great.
And you can see half the people there.
Everyone's looking at it. I literally walked into it, saw this image, and then I looked and I saw a woman watching, see me, and then go, like made like a disgusting look. Okay, so that's pretty cool. Yeah, that's great.
Everyone is facing away from it.
Yeah, it's pretty good. Yeah, it's pretty fun. Okay, cool. Well, okay, but did you notice that all of that has closed captioning? So in order for us to display any of our things on that, because the campus is ADA compliant, all of our videos have to have closed captioning, which I have been doing. So if I don't give them, So naturally, why we haven't closed captioned any of our GAV TVs before? Why do you think not? Because YouTube has it. That is the correct answer. So that being said, let's go look at our YouTube. Could we? That's actually, by the way, let's go back to that. All right, so this is Giggle Dude. Giggle Dude's my favorite Minecraft YouTuber and the only Minecraft YouTuber that I watch. Look, 5 days ago, he got 122,000 views. Man, Giggle Dude, you're doing good. Who knows? 122. I wonder if there's a good one. Let's see. Sorry. Why am I talking about Minecraft?
Why is so much copper generating? Have you ever played Minecraft and thought it was too basic?
Does that sound like me?
Well, today I'm gonna be beating Minecraft, but every chunk is a random block. One chunk could be diamonds, and another could be made of completely dirt. Okay.
Completely dirt. Okay. I don't know. I don't play Minecraft. I think Minecraft's annoying. My kids like Minecraft. I don't understand Minecraft because anytime I played it, I built the house out of dynamite and blow them up. Like that's all I want to do is blow up things with dynamite. I don't understand the point of Minecraft. And I don't like building things. Like, do you know, like, okay, sorry. I'm going to go on a insanely tangent. Do you know who the biggest gamer in my house is? Most of you know, it's my wife. My wife, but she only plays one game. Do you know what it could be? It's not Candy Crush. It's not Minecraft. It is The Sims. My wife has put
Bro, The
in-
Sims is so crazy. I like The Sims.
I'll have to look on my wife's like I logged into her Origin or whatever the EA and it said she had something like 6,000 hours or something plugged into like, and she's been playing since Sims 1. So she's on Sims 3 and she just bought like the horse ranch one. So if you see Jules, when you meet Jules, ask her how her Sims are, okay? She goes in spurts. She's crazy. Biden, Trump, and Obama are my favorite Minecraft players. I don't get that, but
There's like so you should look it up.
oh,
I love playing Minecraft. I love
They're very
Minecraft.
educational.
My favorite.
we're not gonna get okay. I'm sorry, but Giggle Dude is Jeremiah, who's in our filmmaking class. He has a YouTube channel. You should all subscribe just to be kind. But yeah, he's got 400. Wait, he's got 400. Oh, 4,000. Okay, 4.3. Yeah, this is his channel.
Oh, wow.
And you could see his videos range from, he tried to beat it in super flat. This happened to post 43 minutes ago. To, how do you, popular, here you go. Oh, 250,000. I watched that one. I don't understand most of it. I've seen him beat the Ender Dragon like 10 times, okay? MBD. Okay, what was I talking about? Sorry, I got distracted. That's not what we're talking about either. Okay, graphics. Okay, so why? Oh, we went to you. You got me distracted by talking about super flat or whatever. Okay, we're on YouTube. I blame all of you and not my undiagnosed ADD. Okay.
There's no way to get the stronghold in Superman.
I don't know what yeah.
Those things are either.
What's a stronghold?
A stronghold is a structure that spawns underground.
Of course I know that.
Okay.
That's where you have to get the nether, right? You have to get the nether. I don't know. You have to get obsidian, but you have to get obsidian to build the portal to go to the nether and flint and steel. That's what I know. Okay. Okay. All right. So let's look at Bryce's banana right here. I mean, banana interview.
Hello, my name is.
Okay. Hello, I'm Bryce. Okay, but look, there's a closed caption option. YouTube has it, automates it, and does its own closed captioning. Look, hello, my name. Some shady, right? But what I recommend is you could go in and then edit the closed captioning for accuracy, because this one has not been edited for accuracy. Let's see how well YouTube does it.
Hello, my name is Bryce Haney. I'm with Ftve News, and today we are checking out Gowlin College's first ever trunk or treat.
Gavlin. All right.
Let's take a look.
So far, pretty good. The automation and the AI is pretty decent here, right? What you can do though is you can also do your own. You can do your own transcripts. I'm sure if we watch, we'll find some inaccuracies here.
Hello, my name is Annette Gutierrez. I'm the Director of Basic Needs and Success here at Gowlin College.
And what does trunk or treat mean to you?
Well, today's event means an opportunity for families to come out and spend time with their children, learn a little bit about some resources, both college and community, and just have a good time.
All right, who am I here with today?
Kimani.
And who are you dressed?
Look, Connie, right? So names are going to be the hardest thing for the AI to figure out. Now, if we went in and edited, we could go in and edit the captions. How do you do that, Tim? Well, I'm going to show you. Let's take a look. No, Tim Allen. So look, subtitles right here. If we click edit, we can manually go in and say we could type manually and fix our captions here in there. Well, that takes a long time. Let's undo. You could also upload your own transcripts, which you could build and it would base off your time code. We're going to go in there. So that's a way that we do it. Auto sync. Enter the words that are spoken. So we would type in the words and would auto sync to that. That's all the basics. So let's just discard the changes. We're happy with that. But I want to do it. So then let me tell you my problem though. We want to put the videos up on that big screen, right? The closed captioning is from YouTube. Are we playing the videos off of YouTube on the big screen? The answer is no, because if we did that, it would most likely show ads and or autoplay whatever Geronimo's next featured film was or whatever. He could make a playlist that would, but it would, and they would have to pay for a free non-ad version, which, yeah, good luck with that. So how do I make a video with closed captionings burnt on? Okay, the old fashioned way is I'm going to go in and manually put in my closed captioning. Sounds like not fun, right? Okay, so here we go. Someone would have to sit and translate the whole video, which means, is it muted? Oh, here we go. Settings, audio hardware. We are going to do it to the TV so we can all hear it. And then
And how to be resilient.
and how to be resilient.
And how to be.
Okay, so we'll find the time code there. We'll do this. We'll say, we'll type it in and how to be resilient. Okay, and I hope I spelled it right, right? Because I can't really see it. Okay, that looks good, right? We love that how that graphic looks. No, it looks horrible. Can't even read it. Okay, so we're going to select that layer here, and then it's going to give us options. First, I'm going to center it, right? So is that where I want to have my graphics for closed captioning? No? That's right in the middle. We can't see it, right? So then what I'm going to do is I'm going to select this, and I'm going to select my layer, and then I'm going to look at like, all right, bottom line text. Oh, am I not selected it? Okay, there we go. Oh, it's not working there. Cool. Okay, I look in the font option, we can do a lot of different options, which first of all, we could change the fonts. Obviously, we want to pick something that's readable. For this case, Arial, Helvetica, those are easy ones to do that don't have sans serifs. Courier New, so it looks like our screenplays, but are sometimes hard to read. Bolder is better. Let's just do Helvetica Bold. Sounds good. Where's my Helvetica? Am I spelling it wrong? What's up, Baden? How to be resilient, right? Okay, here we go. So also, what? Did I spell resilient right? R-E-S-L-I-E-N-T? R-E-S-I-L-I-N-I-E-N-T? So is that spelled right? Here, look. Oh. Wait. Okay. Isaac, good catch. That's one thing I did do on purpose. I'm dyslexic. I spell things wrong. I will tell you right now, Premiere does not have spell check. Yeah, so your editing software won't have spell check. Grammarly is integrated in DaVinci?
No, it's on my Windows, and so it sees that it's wrong.
No.
But it doesn't like.
It doesn't tell you, it just says it's wrong. So what do I do? Normally, before I do closed captioning, I'm gonna write it all into a document so that I don't have a misspelling, because nothing's more annoying than exporting a video, sending it to someone and they say, hey, it's misspelled. Or nothing's more annoying than like sending someone and say, hey, can you watch my video? And then they say, oh, it looks good. Or an example is I made a flyer and spelled counselor wrong. And then I said, Grant, what do you think of this? And Grant said, great. And that means he missed it too. Then we printed it. And then someone's like, hey, you spelled counselor wrong. Oh, cool. Awesome. Great. So yeah, let's throw away these 50 pages and print out a new one. But that being said, a good way to double check something like this is I always copy and then I go into, let's go into an email and just say like, hey, how to be resilient. Okay. But if I didn't have that I, right? Where's my spell check on this? All right, way to make me look bad, Outlook. Let's go into Google then. Oh, there you go. So look, spell check. So then I'd be like, hey, something's spelled wrong. I'll go and fix it. That's a good way. It's tedious, but let me tell you, that's one way to do it. Okay, so then from here, oh geez. Look, and there's like a random font right there. Let's delete that. I want to go back to my cursor tool. I'm going to say, no, I don't want to keep typing. I want click right there. No, I don't want to tilt it. Am I just stuck? Where's my? Okay, I don't want my type tool. I want to say. Hold on. I'm like trapped in a. All right. Okay. All right. Sorry, I did. tilde. Where'd it go? There we go. Well, I don't know why I did that. Okay, so the hotkey tilde, as long as, so I was in the type tool. So if you click on a window and use the tilde, it'll make it full screen in Premiere. Just that one window. I like to do that on my program window so we could see it full screen. But then I got stuck in my type tool and it wouldn't let me switch. So now it did. Okay, how to be resilient. So we can look, and in our properties, it gives us a bunch of like the paragraph control like you would have in a document. So font, style, italicize, you can make all caps, upper, lower, even change like the sizing. Font size, we can make them bigger or smaller, just there. And these are the justifications. Also, we can affect our, who knows what this one's called? Kerning. This one's kerning, right? And the other one's tracking, right? This would be multi. Right. Okay, that is kind of it. There was multiples. Also note the appearance. So our fill color is, we can change the color within our font. Who could tell me what are the two main colors for closed captioning? Yes. Why do you think that is? They show up the best, right? So what happens is yellow can be something over white. So if there's a lot of white content in your video and you have a white caption, it's hard to read. Black? Well, if we make it black, there's a lot of like dark shots. So then you can't see the black image, right? So for example, Phil, let's look at our image here. And let's do how to be resilient. Okay, let me just find an example to show you why, Phil. Okay, what does that say, Phil? Oh yeah? That's really readable, right? If you didn't know what that word was. So, but comparatively, I'm not picking on you, Phil. I'm just saying that like black, the reason why black isn't used is because if we used a yellow, is that more readable? Just a tad, right? Just a smidge. Or if we had white, right? How to be resilient, except in the white. All right. Yeah. So my graphics naturally have. Do I sound like that?
No.
Why did you? Why did you do that? I mean, yeah, I do want it to be honest. I mean, I know I have a nasally voice, but do I sound like a super nerd?
No, I just wanted to do the voice.
Thank you.
Yours is.
It's very nasally. Look at my nose. Yeah. Yeah, but I'm not like I feel like if I do the Dr. Frink, Flavin, yeah. He's actually the Simpsons character is actually doing an impression of Jerry Lewis from The Nutty Professor, which is not the Clumps one you're thinking of, is the original Nutty Professor where he took a potion, he was a nerd and he became not a nerd. That's the premise of the movie. Yeah, that's a remake. Eddie Murphy's a remake. Yep. There's way less farts in the original. Let's just say that. Okay, so look, no outline on the font. Phil, how's that read? Not so good. Okay. So that's all stylistically what Maston had me do. He said, I'm gonna turn on the outline. Well, fill is the whole color inside. Now, stroke is a outline feature. Look, and the stroke is basically a colored outline. Now, with the stroke, I can make it's at 4 pixels right now. I could make it more, which could be like, that's a pretty aggressive stroke. All right, all right, all right. There we go. Great. We're in a good mood today. All right. So like, but there's one, right? It kind of still jumps. Look, let's get back to that shot where we couldn't see anything, right? Where was it? Oh, okay. Okay. So that is with 1 pixel of stroke. And you could see it's definitely readable, right? But it's not as readable. So usually my default is 4. And that's just a stylistic choice, but you could figure out where you want, or you could do, I feel like, what is it? Obey, that kind of had the Obey art that has like a big stroke on it, right? I don't know. This makes me think of skateboarding when I see too much for some reason. But what's notable too, if we go to 4, we can also change the color of the stroke. That makes it kind of less readable, in my opinion. Or we could do the yellow, or you can see, ooh, it kind of makes it look cool. These are all elements that you can work with. Now, Tim, I don't want to have a stroke on it. I don't, stylistically, I don't like the stroke. Okay, let me show you some other options that might work for you. Let's use a shadow. This, of course, is, what type of shadow do you know this is called? Drop shadow. So a drop shadow is basically the font has an edge to it. It makes it a little bit more readable, right? It's not entirely readable. And of course, the drop shadow is affected by angle and how opaque it is. So look, that's how much it is. We can also change the color of the drop shadow if we wanted to. We're going to leave it black right there. We're going, this changes the angle. You can see the cool flippy around font. It's basically, where is the light source coming from? This is how far the shadow is off. Why would anyone want to read it like that? I don't know. But you could say like, okay, I want the drop shadow. That kind of makes it more readable, right? Okay, this is the spread of the shadow. How intense? It kind of starts to become a stroke at some point. Or we could do that and make it kind of more readable. It kind of is distracting to me, but this is the softness of the shadow. So imagine our light. How do we make hard shadow? Hard light. And what does that mean?
100%.
Wah. Can someone tell me more technical term for wah? Like an example, our light. So just a brighter light. Thank you, Michael. That's what I was looking for. So the diffusion makes a softer shadow, right? Just because you turn up the light, if it's a diffused light, it's going to make the shadow maybe more intense, but it's going to be a soft shadow. Whereas if we pulled the diffusion off, you just got that hard light. We saw when we talked about it on the chroma key, right? The hard shadows on the chroma key. That's why we use diffused light. So that's kind of a, look, there's non-diffused light, but soft shadow right there means we have a lot of diffusion. So you can kind of find where. So the drop shadow. All right, here's a background option. What does the background do? It's just like essentially, and you can see it's kind of an opaque background. That could be a situation that you could mess with as well. And you can see how much opacity there is if you want it just to be faint. Also, this is the spread. You can make it bigger or smaller. And this will curve here. Let's make it bigger. And then you can see it can make it round curve. Again, like anything, there you go. Do we like that? It's definitely readable. So here we go. Let's do let's give Phil his black font. How to be resilient, right? But to me, would you use this one? Probably not, because it's eating up. To me, this reads like corporate PowerPoint. Like they want you to be able to read it, and they don't care that this is going to make your image ugly, right? But we care about our images. We care more about that than we care about people reading it. So in my opinion, let's do a stroke and let's do white font, just for example, okay? And we're going to do that. Okay. Now we have align and transform. So what does this do? This makes me go all the way to the edge, the left edge, the right edge, or the perfect center. That's great. Now position X and Y. X is left and right. Boom, let's go back to the center. Y is up and down, right? Who knows what the Z axis is? Any math people here? Forward and back, right? So in After Effects, we'll work in 3 dimensions. So an image could fly forward and back. Not here so much. Okay, the other thing is scale. We make it bigger or smaller. But let me tell you a problem here. If you scale too much, you're going to pixelate your fonts unless you just adjust the font size. So it's always better to adjust the font size than scaling it up in the layer, because the layer is going to be affected by the resolution. So what does that mean? That means if I click here on my graphic and I actually go here to my effect controls, look, I can actually scale it up and reposition. I could do everything within our motions, although I lost it. So let me undo that. All right. So I could say I want to make it bigger, but I'm essentially affecting the resolution this way. So always make it bigger within the properties of the font. Does that make sense? Compliance? Yeah. Okay. Okay. Positionally then, this is where I would be. Okay. Let's move it right there. Great. And
follows culture and how to go with both of them, and how to be resilient.
okay.
How to be resilient.
All right, there we go. All that work just to say this.
Culture and how to go with both of them, and how to be resilient.
And then we would have to go through and do the whole thing that way. Really annoying, right? Yeah. Let's not do that. But now you know how to do it from scratch if you had to do it. Yes, absolutely. Check this out. Let's go. Let's do our captions. Sequence captions. Let's add a new caption track. We could choose different types. Subtitle is what we're going to do right now. Each one's a different style of caption, a different service, depending on where you are. So let's go that. You can actually build a style and program it into your thing. We're just going to say no style to start with. Okay, so what happened? Did you notice what happened on my sequence? I added a subtitle track right here. So that gives me my subtitles right here. Okay, so now we're going to be able to add subtitles. So I should have a caption window. Where are you, caption window? Where are you? Did you go somewhere? Okay, all right. Okay, so I went into my window, I went to my workspace, I went to captions and graphics, okay? So I'm gonna click onto here, and then it is going to give me, where are you, my caption? I cannot sleep tonight. No, so why did you do that to me? Mm. Oh, I just was doing this. Where'd it go? You saw it? Where? Oh, oh, okay, I like that. Yes. That's somebody's job. Well, I'm going to show you how we're going to get accurate. Well, it is not very good on news programs, to be honest. You're going to get the worst closed captioning. So on news programs, they actually preload their scripts for closed captioning, and it tries to match, but there'll be times where it'll just say no closed captioning because it's like breaking news, and they haven't typed that in yet. But hold on a second. I literally, why am I? Okay, we like saying breaking news, huh? And show caption, upgrade, workspace, caption, export captions, restore captions, generate, replace unrendered, generate, where's my caption? I'm sorry, everybody. I was just doing it. Where is it? File, open, recent, BTS. Is it this? Is it that one? No. Is it this one? Offline all. Hold on. Offline all. Is this it? No. What? This? Yeah, of course. It's Cookie Monster's food truck. Did you know that Christopher Ranch was on Sesame Street? Check this out. All right. Sorry, you got me distracted, which is great. All right. Cookie Monster ate all the garlic, so he had to go to a garlic farm. So he went to Christopher Ranch. What's notable is those are my hands, everybody. I was on Sesame Street. Those are my ugly thumbs. Look right there. See? I can prove it. Those are mine. That was on Sesame Street. Okay? But I was also, they shot me doing other things and cut me out. All right, you want to see this? Okay. All right, here. We'll just show you the Christopher Ranch stuff, okay? Okay. Okay, here's the worst part. So the premise of we all familiar with Sesame Street. Cookie Monster has a food truck. Every episode, he eats the ingredient that they need. So then they have to go to the farm to actually get the ingredient. So he ate all the garlic. It's Cookie Monster, and this Muppet's name is Gonger, everyone, Chef Gonger. So then they came to Christopher Ranch, but the problem is we filmed it. It was like 2 days of work for 30 seconds, you're gonna see. And the worst part is Cookie Monster doesn't actually come to the garlic farm. Cookie Monster races up his tablet, and then it's all POV from Cookie Monster. So I didn't meet any Muppets. Huh?
Armor 10, we need garlic to make guacamole. Can you help us, please? Hi, Cookie Monster and Gonger. Welcome to the garlic farm. Of course I can help. Garlic is a type of vegetable that grows in the ground. First, we use a big machine called a
I shot that shot.
planter to move our garlic seeds into the ground. The seeds we plant are called garlic cloves. They are just like the cloves inside the garlic that you have at home. We use small tubes that drip water onto the plant.
Okay, so it was funny here. Everything in movies are fake, right? Everything in even Sesame Street's fake, right? So they're like, "Hey, can you turn on the water? Can you turn on the water?" I'm like, "We use drip irrigation." Yeah, well, turn it on. We turn it on. It looks like nothing because it just slowly drips. So what do? I'm like, "Hey, here's the tubes," and then I just dumped a bunch of water on it. And guess what? Looks like it was dripping, right?
For 9 months. Then the leaves turn brown. We use our hands to pick the
What?
garlic.
What do you mean, could I have started?
Instead of like yeah, like a time lapse thing. Instead of pouring water over it, instead of the normal drip, do a time lapse.
Yeah, but it's so minimal, it like didn't even like convey. So just pouring water on it conveyed more what they were saying. I think this is me too, to be honest. I believe this is me. And what was crazy is Sesame Street, because this was interesting, because it was Sesame Street. What's so funny?
That's not you. Those are lady
This isn't me? Well, no, they dressed us. I don't know, but Sesame, so let me tell you, what's important about Sesame Street is it's an international show. So we couldn't show any words because it would be translated into Japanese and every country in the world basically. So they want it to be there's a translated version, right? Where Cookie Monster speaks and whatever. Yes, it's pulled out of the ground. And the worst part is garlic takes 9 months to grow. So they wanted to come, and the film productions crew is like, like when we filmed celery, we were able to see the planting and then go over one field over to the harvesting. And we're like, you can't do that because it's 9 months. So come during the specific month where you can see some green garlic. And then the garlic that we replanted this garlic into the ground to be harvested, right? And apparently that's not me, even though the hands look like my hands. Those are my hands. What are you talking about? No, where? That's not the same color. What are you talking about? That's the same color as that? I do have boots. When I go in the field, I wear boots.
They expect you to wear sneakers. The sun, so the bowl gets nice and dry.
They also, the big thing that the production company too asked was, we want diversity because it's Sesame Street's for everybody. So a garlic farmer could be anyone. Can we get, like, everyone who's in this shot is not anyone that's part of the Christopher Ranch crew. We went through and just asked people, do you want to be on Sesame Street? And this was like literally 107-degree day in Gilroy. And we're wearing long sleeves in the field where it's actually other harvesters. And we're like, well, it'll be primarily like Hispanic people or Latinos out there. And they're like, we don't want that. We want diversity. So we could have some Latinos, but they wanted all types of people for Sesame Street, right? So that was one of the things.
Oh yeah, that is Tim right there. Yeah.
That's actually not me. So I was wrong.
Trying to help the guy out one time.
Cold is the part we eat and cook with. Then the garlic is cleaned and sorted before being brought to farmers markets and stores.
Okay, but I will. This is my wife. This is my wife.
What grocery store is this?
Here's my daughter Charlotte. This is Everly. No, I'm not in this shot. I told you they cut me out. I had a shot where you could see my face and they cut me out. But my son Connor like brags about this a ton. Now look at how weird these boxes are right here. This is Garlic World, which is off of the freeway, right? So what was crazy about this was they have a big mural that says like Garlic World here. And because it's Sesame Street, we put up boxes to block that. Also, they have tags that say like dried bananas or whatever this is. And we had to take them all down because they didn't want a single word to be seen in the shot. And every single person here isn't like actors, basically. Hey, you want to play someone? Because everyone had to sign releases and all of the outfits had to get approved because they didn't want anyone to show up with Nike. So all of our actors that we could guarantee, we came with like, and they wanted certain colors. They said Christopher Ranch garlic is purple, orange, or blue. Like, and that's why Ken is wearing the color that he is wearing. He's wearing like a button up. Oops. What happened? Well, there are words. I mean,
Farmers markets and stores. Here's some fresh garlic.
look, so he's wearing white with like purple and green because they're like garlic is white, purple, and green. So you're going to wear this. And it's like, okay. But then they also wanted oranges. You can see that in the shot with all the people, every person here is dressed. They're like, here, wear these hats. Okay, cool. So that's, so there you go. And then some kid eats the guacamole. All right. Why were we talking about this? Oh, because I'm trying to do closed captioning. All right. Where's my okay, here we go. I did close. All right, so look, we have closed captioning on this one. Where the heck? Why am I messed up on this? Sorry, everyone. Is it in text? It's in text. Okay, great. All right, so now I have to find the right one. Okay, I opened up all these windows because I had a brain fart. All right, here we go. Now we want to be in text. Our subtitles right here, okay? So now what we're going to do is we are going to go to our captions, which are in our text. And look, we have no captions here. So we can add our captions and type them in manually this way. And then we could do that, boom, automatically and write and change, hey, new caption or whatever, right? Or it's our translator captions. Spell check. All right. So in our transcripts right here, no dialogue found. Oh man. Okay, so we're going to start with our transcripts here, and we're going to tell it to transcribe. So what it's going to do is it's actually going to use AI, or it's going to auto transcribe the whole video. This is built into Premiere. So now we have our transcribing, and we can actually subtitle the whole thing based off of our transcriptions here. My name is Mo Mantis. We're going to then change it into closed captioning. We'll select our default and say create closed captioning. Then based off of that, look, our closed captioning appears over the video and we can actually watch it.
Hi there, my name is Mo Morris, and I am a documentary filmmaker for From Here, From There, de Ftve, yeah. And
Okay, great. So that's a great example. So first of all,
hi there,
do you love this closed captioning? No, why not? It covers the graphic, the other words. So what would you do with this one right here?
Well, it'll cover the closed captioning from the film itself too.
Move it up. Let's take care of that. All right. This is a filmmaker who doesn't work at Gav. Oh, really? Yeah. Interesting. All right. So notably, we can click on our graphic here over in our template, right? And we can move it up. What I would do is just put it for this one graphic.
my name is Mo Morris, and I am a documentary filmmaker for From Here, From There. Or From Here, From There,
So I would adjust these ones.
Here, From There, From Here, From There,
So then guess what? We can go in and fix this too. We can go in and manually fix it to make it say the correct name, right? Which is Dea Ki Deaya. Sorry. from there, a key. Yeah. All right.
From there, yeah, and we're just so pleased to have been able to share.
So then what I would do is we let the robot do the hard work, which is type everything, which is make the transcriptions, then make the closed captioning. So, but because we want the best product possible, we don't want someone on the big giant screen to then say, you know, I'm here to share the film with you know, we don't want it to accidentally like have someone go and fix it. We want our art to be better. So how is it so accurate on TV? Well, closed captioning, it is a job that like specifically people do, but it's easier to do now because they can auto translate it. And then someone, instead of typing like a stenographer in the courtroom, just goes through and proofs what the machine does, which realistically, that is where we're at with technology. I'm going to tell you right now, AI sucks, but AI is going to be here. And for us, or for you young people who are going to make this technology and media career, you're going to have to accept that it's going to be used, and the way that you are valuable is how do you make it better, or you use AI and how do you incorporate it? That's going to be the future jobs. Is every job is going to just use AI, and we're going to be the ones who say that sucks, let's make it better. We can make AI look better. It's going to just do all the grunt. They're going to use AI to do the grunt work, because I do think that we are in an AI bubble right now, and that bubble will burst because it can't ever fully create everything. What? 2 years till we reach the point where it's like, it will get better, but it's going to be one of those things where it's the next tool. And think of it this way. Back in the day, before computers, you would take a picture, right? And then you'd have the picture and you could do some effects on it. I mean, even in filmmaking, they had color movies before developing color film was even a thing. How would they make color movies without color film? They colored it. They colored every single frame. They would color every single frame, right? No, that was actually filmed in an era where there was color film, and they just filmed portions in black and white. Even the movie Psycho was filmed in an era where there was color film, but because of the blood and the studio code, they filmed it in black and white so it'd be less scary, right? So Wizard of Oz was just like, hey, our first portion and our last portion is in sepia tone and the rest is in color. So it was a novel thing, really in that transition. But that being said, I say that to then we moved into an era where computers existed, and what happened to photos after that era? What program is like synonymous with Photoshop? Hey, look, there's a giant like rat standing behind me in this photo. Hey, that's photoshopped, right? And then, and guess what? Guess what the photographers, once Photoshop came out, guess what the photographers thought of Photoshop? Photoshop sucks. Photoshop images suck. Well, guess what? We live in an era where like everything is Photoshopped, and we can do it on our phones, and we can adjust all the images to make it look better. We can choose the best faces, and saying something's Photoshopped isn't a negative. Well, now we're in the era where the Photoshop artists are like, hey, it's AI, it sucks. Well, guess what? This is technology. Eventually everything will balance out, and it's just those people who are willing to learn it is a thing. Yes. What if Jason just ended it right there? Like that was just the entire story was him just telling us he listened to a interview.
He got asked like, what do you think about AI? He's like, every time that I've had technology, it's made things look better
And that's like, unfortunately too, like the world is run by a lot of people in power who are probably the stupidest people as well. And the stupidest people just say like, well, what about AI? Why don't you use AI? Because they see it as a money fix, right? Like the people in power want the most amount of money, which means they want to pay the least amount to the least number of people. And so they see AI as a way to automate everything. And I'll tell you, have any of you encountered the AI drive-through people?
Seen videos of it. I've seen videos.
You've never been, they have it here in Taco Bell in Gilroy.
Is that a Taco Bell?
Yeah. And let me just tell you, this is my experience. A bean burrito, no onions. A bean burrito. Is this correct? No, a bean burrito with no onions. And then you have to yell at it 4 times, and then a person comes on and says, oh, sorry, what do you want? A bean burrito with no onions, please. Oh, okay, no problem. But
Technology that's new is that your phone's been having it for almost 15 years now. What was Siri?
yeah,
Like it just voice recognition. That's all it is. And
so
now
you're pro automating Taco Bell drive-through?
it's like that could have been done 15 years ago, but now it's all AI.
Well, I'm arguing the opposite. I think it sucks because,
But Siri
Specifically sucks.
yeah.
All of the other ones are actually not bad.
Yeah, but Taco Bell I run into the most, and it's probably the place I go the most. Yeah. Yeah, I don't know why, but that is the one that I've run into the most. But yeah, you have an app, you could just order it all in the app and drive through. That's an easier way to do that without talking to a person. I'm just saying, like, there are people then who have to monitor the AI, right? Like there will always be jobs. It's like in Willy Wonka, the dad gets the job fixing the toothpaste thing. So, all right, what am I saying? Okay, so then we go through and we watch the whole thing and we correct it, okay? And then once we're done, we can export. What's great about this is once we have let's imagine we go through and we fixed everything and we made sure that it's correct. What we can do is then we can turn it off so that we can export it, but we can also export it with burnt on captions. So what is burnt on captions?
I assume it's like stuck there, you can't turn it off.
It's always on there. So the videos that we give there are burnt on captions. So it's not a toggle, not like the closed captioning on there, but you can export it with it off, but still there. Basically, you would export a video that has an extra line of resolution in there that is a closed captioning code. So that if you broadcast it somewhere that can read the closed captioning, that is a way that like, you know, when you watching a normal TV show, you can turn closed captioning on. That's because they have closed captioning associated with that. So there's someone's job who goes through and has to accurately close caption every movie, every TV show, all of those things so that it's professional, okay? Make sense? That's my closed captioning, a little bit of graphics. As far as like the editing goes too, that's our closed captioning, but if you want to do graphics that are on the screen, look, there's closed captioning there. But there are graphic templates that are built into Premiere. Like we could click and drag it here. Look, this looks like a graphic for The Office. I think it looks like a movie trailer. Look, and it doesn't fit the screen. Let's see if there's some like pre-built graphics.
To have an impact.
Ooh, Happy New Year.
Higher education.
Oh man. All right. Okay. 3:30. Let's watch one more thing before we finish. Dilo. This is what we're gonna watch. We're gonna watch Dilo's film. Dilo. Are you open to critiques? Great. Let's all watch with a critical mind, everybody.
Believe half of what you hear and don't go taking it to heart. Rising out my sleep, I'm shining bright still in the dark. Hard work beats talent when the talent don't work hard. You and I don't align, our thoughts will tell us apart. So where do I start? People love to run their mouths, lot of blah blah, I hear not, I got no substance coming out. But they quick to come around, new topics to talk about. Talk is cheap, time is money, so maybe you'll figure out. Different routes, different paths, different choices we make. Greatness isn't given, it's something you gotta take. Take chances, opportunities, use them to elevate. Putting doubt inside my mind, get up out of my face. Those kind of thoughts are toxic, hope it weighs upon your conscience. I get fed up with the nonsense, it all starts to get obnoxious. When it starts to impede progress, then you have to disregard it. Peace of mind, I've gotta guard it. Food for thought inside my garden. I guess regardless of what you say is the hardest. It just doesn't move me or speak to me as an artist. And the fact that that is fine is something I find appalling. How could you be satisfied with how far it has fallen? Don't know if y'all are brainless, but I know we're not the same since I can see the things that you've been calling entertainment. The content be the lamest, feel surrounded, can't escape it. It's as if we slowly drown and sinking down into the pavement. Cause people just complacent, got no qualms and that's alright. But I got a higher standard, certain qualities of life. Sometimes it starts compounding, just stay calm and sip my Sprite. Dropping bombs before the silence, certain calmness in the night. I display it on the mic, brought to life inside my verses, treat it like a testament. Working hard but it's not perfect, sick of mass-produced mediocrity. Complacency coerce it, inner values never worth it. Seems these people lacking purpose, so believe half of what you hear and don't go taking it to heart. Rising up from out my sleep, I'm shining bright still in the dark. Hard work beats the talent when the talent don't work hard. You and I don't align, our thoughts will tell us all apart. So where do I go start? People love to run their mouths, lot of blah blah, I hear not, I got no substance coming out. But they're quick to come around, new topics to talk about. Talk is cheap, time is money, so maybe you'll figure out.
What do you want to say about it, Dilo?
In hindsight, I really don't like that static action. That's pretty illustrated for Ashton's part. I always get asked why I'm not the main person.
Okay, but that's gonna be just people who know you, right?
Yeah.
Right? That's just gonna be a unique, the people who know you.
Yeah, I get it. Well, because Santi and I, when I put this one with Santi,
What do you mean? Santi and you did a video too.
well, we had the one.
Yeah. Yeah, yeah. Where's the one that Santi and you did? It's on YouTube? You care if we watch that one? Hmm. What would I search for?
I guess Santi probably. Yeah, that fish eye.
This one right here?
So this is a Santi Prado production, you feel me? But I got my homie Dilo on the track. Boy, tell him where it's at.
Ill verses made to order. Ayo, how you thought of that? I just get the words and serve him like the quarterback. MVPs for the team, Dilo Santi back to back. Noteworthy, put our jerseys in the rafters after that. Matter of fact, snatch them back. I ain't done heating up. I'm not one to hold back when I decide on speaking up. Say it with your chest, say it loud and let the speakers bump. Dilo, when I walk into the room, they gon' eat it up. Beat me up to the top, new atmosphere to change the mood. Play it cool, making money like a pay-per-view. Haters playing too, hate to lose, yet they aim at you. I do as I choose for myself, not what what they approve. Guess they got no clue. Goku, I be rising up, see them second guessing. When they try to size them up, that's why they're second best. We never rest when times are tough, that's why every beat I get on always gonna liven up. See me fired up in the booth, I be spitting flames, dropping gems. When I speak on every beat, I'm spitting game. Other suckers lack it, that's why it don't hit the same. Focus moving forward, so move over, we ain't switching lanes. Let it ride, baby. Let it ride, let it ride, let it ride, baby.
Okay. I feel, well, I don't know. Does anybody want to give critiques on this before I say what my piece? Comments on the first one, no substance.
Biggest critique I have for this one, just for the first one, I feel I feel Jordy is moving a little too slow.
The walking part?
Yeah, I like the walking part. Like, I would have understood if it was like the entire thing was supposed to be
And bright still in the dark, hard work beats talent. When the talent don't work hard, you and I don't align. Our thoughts would tell us apart. So where do I start?
Well, I think that it's kind of a stylistic choice that like, I think Jordy's going through something, right? And so is moving slower than anybody else.
Well, I get that. I just,
That's a critique. Anybody else have notes? Marty?
Every shot that happens in between this slow walk needs to be closer. Or because right now it's kind of flashing from a wide to another wide, and that feels more jarring than if you just leaned into the fact that that shot is changing wide to closer, back to this wide, back to the.
No go taking it to heart. Rising out my sleep, I'm shining bright still in the dark. Hard.
That's a great note. It's a jump cut basically because it's the same framing to a different framing. So you could crop in to this, I mean, or do you have a close up of Jordy in this room? You could definitely crop in and do it, right? That's something to think about to help. Again, though, music videos not necessarily, jump cuts are okay in music videos, right? We care more about the beat and the cutting on the beat is that. Anybody else have notes on this? Obviously, you got to color it, the whole thing. To me, I still feel like I wish, yeah, Michael. Cooler as far as color? Yeah. So a cooler tone. Yeah. Yeah. That's a cool thing to do. To me, I feel like if you're happy with the amount of stuff you're cutting to in this, I almost feel like it should be a lyric video and we see like text on the screen that could be stylistically big or small, especially like on shots like this, there's negative space. And if the lyrics pop up here, that could be cool. Yeah.
That idea with like lyrics.
That's what I mean, yeah. So like typing on or flying in or moving, or like some words are big and small, that would be a lot of work, but it would be cool if without having to shoot or add anything. Because I think my biggest critique to this is it feels, I wish, there are just times where I'm like, oh, I wish the shot did something or changed, where it's a lot of just Jordy sitting there and walking or thinking or whatever. And I really don't know what you're conveying, and I'm listening, and I think like the lyrics coming on screen could be cool, but mostly like what I wish is you would cut to you rapping or singing, or you call it rapping or singing, what? Rapping. To you rapping and then cutting back to Jordy, right? And even if you're on the couch, I don't think that matters. Like you could be the singer and Jordy's your subject. And then there's parts where we cut to you singing it and we cut back to Jordy who's writing it or whatever. And then Jordy goes in the booth. Because it just stylistically, I think like for me, if you combine these two in the, like, I mean, obviously combine the styles into one, it would feel so much better to me because I do feel like there's points in the song. You all watched it once. I've seen it about 4 times now, right? Or 5 times easily. There's just parts
then you have to disregard it. Peace of mind, I've got to guard it. Food for thought inside my garden. I guess regardless of what you say is the hardest, it just doesn't move me or speak to me as an artist. And the fact that that is fine is something I find appalling. How could you be satisfied?
You know, and you just cut to you for a little bit and then come back. Yeah, and you could stylistically make it like this is all cool, and then yours is like a whole different feel, right? Like, so we get that you're the artist or whatever. Yeah. Maybe when Santi gets back next week, you guys could film that and integrate it. So maybe that's something you could do before. And realistically, if he just used his camera and like you set up in the booth or something. Yeah. 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 And then integrate that. I think that would make it so much better. I think you guys should submit Fisheye though for the fall showcase. Yeah. Okay. Okay, good job. But I think typology or typography would be cool too, with the like words, that specific words. Good job though. Thank you. Okay. I just want to be super cool, right? Okay, we're gonna go into our lab now. So remember your audio projects, did you finish your green screen?
I'm gonna watch it one more time.
Okay, let's do that because I want to watch it. Any questions or concerns? Okay. Anybody on Zoom? Dead ass. Oh, I'm reading dead. Bryce said dead ass, but I don't know to what. Bryce, dead ass what? This was about when you said you were on Sesame Street, lol. Okay. What does that mean? No cap? 6'7". Okay, great. Hey, I just saw Domino's is having a 6'7" deal. A single topping pizza for $6.70 if you come in and order it and say 6'7". Yeah, that's a good deal. One large topping pizza.
Can you share your screen?
They want me to share the screen. Okay, hold on.
Should I show should I in front of my camera? Should I turn my camera on?
Turn your camera on.
Oh, you can hear me? I didn't know Tim was here. Wait, my light isn't on though. Hold on, wait.
November 3rd through the 16th. 6'7" deal. Offers carry out only. And online using code 6'7" at checkout. Yeah, but this is real. This is real though. Oh, Angel's going to go get pizza right now. Oh my gosh. Yeah, please. All right. Daniel's camera's on. Whoa. What's
Yo! Unmute yourself, Silas. Unmute yourself, Silas. Unmute yourself, Silas.
Hi, Daniel. I'm happy to see you.
Hi.
Hi, guys.
Bryce, turn your camera on too.
Yeah, Silas, turn your camera on.
Silas, turn your
You're
camera
crazy.
on.
That's not
Silas,
gonna happen.
Silas,
Turn
turn
your
your camera
camera on.
on.
Here.
I'll put my camera on for like 2 seconds, but I'm kind of sick, so I'm not looking good right now.
My closet door is fine.
Oh, here we go.
Yo.
Yeah, Bryson. Yeah. Woo. Oh, that was it. Yeah,
Say it
fix your
again.
closet door. Fix your closet door.
Well, there's nothing wrong with it.
Close it then. Oh, hey, Silas.
Yeah, okay.
Shoot, he's got pants on. Glad he has pants on. Hey, it's the hanger. The hanger's stopping it from closing.
It doesn't have.
Push the hanger in and close the door.
What does it matter?
Yeah.
Ah!
All right.
Oh.
Yeah, we're still recording. Silas, I noticed your closet was open too.
Did you even turn your camera on? Silas?
He turned his camera on really quickly. I saw his closet was open too.
I have one of those old like sliding glass door closets that always get stuck.
Turn
and
it
jammed
on. Let's see it.
stuff. You want to see my closet?
Yeah.
Oh, my room is a mess. This is gonna be embarrassing.
Dead ass. Dead ass. I want to see your closet.
Dead ass? You want to see it? Dead ass?
Dead ass.
Let me see you, Silas.
So there's kind of a big mess beneath it, so I'm not gonna show you too low.
Whoa. Whoa, look at the
Whoa.
mirror. There's like, whoa.
Look, I got some plants
whoa.
here.
Yeah, you got to clean up your room.
You
Hey,
turn the
man.
light on, turn the light.
You weren't supposed to see that. My camera was supposed to be off, but you pressured me into doing it.
It's not that bad, to be honest.
I'll close it. Look, I'll close
Daniel,
it.
show us your floor.
My floor?
Yeah. Move your camera to the left. Let's see how dirty your bedroom. Ooh, Daniel's got a clean
Close
room.
now. Yeah, look at that.
You want to see my bedroom?
Suspiciously clean. What is it?
Ew.
Oh no. Oh, you want to see my posters?
Oh. Who's that? Why is your webcam out of focus?
I don't know, because it's trying to look for something. Because it's trying to look for someone. I don't know.
All right. Great.
Okay.
Look, here's everybody.
Hi, everyone. Hi.
Oh, Bryce is showing off his guns again.
Jason wants to see your toilet.
My toilet. No, that's over there.
All right.
Okay.
I'm going to stop recording now and we'll go in the lab.
Okay.